Pagbibigay ng visa sa mga turistang Chinese, higpitan na ng DFA, Department of Foreign Affairs. Pero agad pong nilinaw ng DFA, hindi yan dahil sa tumitinding tensyon sa pagitan ng tropa ng Pilipinas at puwersa ng China sa West Philippine Sea. Kausapin natin si DFA Undersecretary Jesus Domingo. Yusek Domingo, magandang umaga. This is Aljo Bendio again. Yusek, live na tayo sa Punto Asintado Reload sa PTV at Radyo Pilipinas sa ngalan ni Kong Erwin Tulfo.
Magandang umaga po uli, Ka-Aljo.
Opo. Okay, hihigpitan na ang pagkuha po ng visa ng mga Chinese nationals. Ano po ang panuntunan, mga bagong requirements na hinihingi po ng DFA sa mga turistang Chinese? At kailan ito magsisimula?
Okay. So yung mga incoming tourists or visitors from China, may dalawang category, yung individual at yung sa group.
Opo.
So yung sa individual naman, ang requirements na yon include of course personal interview, mag-produce ng basic ID, proof of employment,
Opo.
tsaka bank account. But ang bago is kailangan silang pakita ng nilang social insurance certificate,
Okay.
bukod pa sa mga ibang requirements. At sa group tour naman, hindi kailangan i-produce yung social insurance, but yung sa group tour, basically it's a group visa. Hindi kailangan mag-personal appearance. It's just that dati, ang minimum requirement sa group is you have three tourists. Now we're increasing that minimum to 10, to a minimum of 10 tourists. And right now we are working, as we speak, we are working to implement this now. So sana full implementation within May.
Ano po itong social insurance na dapat kunin ng mga individual Chinese tourists na papasok sa Pilipinas? At bakit ho napakalaga nito?
Okay, yung social insurance, it's basically like yung SSS at saka yung GSIS natin. Ang kagandahan doon is, okay, basically, what is the problem? Anong hinihigpitan namin?
Yes,
is
bakit
that
ho?
we're beginning to see ang daming fake documents.
Okay.
It's parallel to the problem of yung mga fraudulently acquired Philippine passports, where fake documents are used to get legitimate PSA birth certificates. So it's a parallel problem. So the reason why we're requiring itong social insurance, it's much easier mapatunayan kung totoo naman or hindi. Because with the social insurance, we can readily check with the Chinese government kung totoo man detalya. Unlike yung employment certificate, bank certificate, madali
Pwede
i-fake yun.
idaya,
And it's hard to verify.
So hindi po kaagad nadadaya yan, itong insurance certificate nito, social insurance certificate. I-check nyo talaga yan sa Chinese Embassy. Tama ba? Embahada ng China.
Hindi po.
Sa ano?
This would be done pag-apply ng applicants dun sa embassy natin sa Beijing or sa mga konsulado natin
doon
sa
na.
China.
Aha.
Doon na po, oo.
So i-check niyo lang doon sa embahada natin kasi baka mamaya ho niyan pwede ho mapeke yan dito sa Pilipinas.
Well, again, what we're looking at is controls. Okay, yung trabaho ng DFA.
Okay.
Pag dito naman, kasi regarding the whole thing about visas, pagpasok ng Chinese or actually any foreigner dito, they can change their visa, like from tourist to student or longer term, but dadaan sila sa Bureau of Immigration
Okay.
pag nandito sa Pinas.
Maliban ho sa mga bogus na mga peking dokumento na ginagawa ng ilan, hindi naman ho lahat, no, mga Chinese
hindi naman lahat,
tourists. Ano pa po ang napansin ninyong mga kalokohan ng iba na mga Chinese tourists na ginagawa sa Pilipinas kahit hinihigpitan natin ang visa requirements ng mga incoming quality tourists? Go ahead po.
Opo. So just to make it clear, we are still welcoming
Okay.
and we want more Chinese tourists, pero de calidad, preferably family or those who are really going for sports or for diving.
Yes.
But anyway, ibang kalokohan, of course, once they're here, basically it's to extend their stay beyond the legal, kung ilan, beyond their what the visa allows them to. And doon, pag nandito sila, nako, kung ano nung kalokohan, like again with exploitation of yung pogos natin, like And the thing is, also we have to emphasize, ang sino nang bibiktima dito? Mainly kapwang Chinese.
Yes.
So Chinese to Chinese kidnapping, extortion, intimidation, trafficking. So
Okay.
actually, gusto din, this move is also welcomed by the Chinese public and the Chinese government.
Okay. Sa mga Chinese tourists lang ba tayo magigpit? How about sa iba pong mga lahi?
Okay, actually, yung the problem of yung problema sa pogo trafficking hindi lang from China, but sadly even from mga kapwang neighboring countries like kapwang ASEAN. But of course, yung sa ASEAN naman,
Wala naman tayo
ASEAN
visa.
citizens can come visa free.
Okay.
It's when they're here. So actually, these are measures that, I mean, in general, we're tightening up national security law enforcement. It's just that yung also the situation is not all nationalities kailangan may visa pagpunta nila sa Pinas. Like ASEAN, hindi kailangan, developed countries, advanced countries, developed like US, Canada.
Wala na hong visa.
But it's just,
Tama ho ba? US, developed countries, wala na mga visa.
Yeah, OECD,
Ano pong mga bansa ang nangangailangan po ng visa na tutungo sa Pilipinas?
like for example, more of the developing countries outside ASEAN, like China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, African countries, Latin American countries.
Oh, okay. The rest, wala na pong visa yan, no? Halimbawa,
At least
Japan,
for a basic stay.
wala na.
Short-term stay. Pero pag, let's say, kahit Americans, gusto na mag-extend, kailangan dadaan sila sa tamang proseso for extension through BI.
Okay, sige. Linawin po natin, walang kinalaman po ito sa tensyon sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at China sa West Philippine Sea.
Separate issue yan po. In fact, with this, yung paghigpit is, actually, it's really more of I'd rather say due diligence. And it's actually in coordination with the Chinese government.
Okay, sige po. Baka meron pa po kayong ipahabol na mensahe o impormasyon tungkol po sa isyong ito. Go ahead po, Yusek Domingo.
Okay, remember this, what we do in DFA is para sa kapakanan ng ating mga kapatid coming from China. Actually, we're really the gateway between the world and the Philippines. So we really need the full cooperation and support of our international friends, also our domestic stakeholders. Maraming salamat po to the media for giving us the opportunity to share this new developments. But really, we want to have, again, continuing good business and tourism ties with China and the rest of the world. Maraming salamat po.
Opo, maraming salamat din sa inyong panahon, DFA Undersecretary Jesus Domingo.